What's going on, everybody? It's JB here with episode 146. And if you've been wondering why I've got the wrong title for episode 145, this is supposed to be a capital Christmas because we got two games coming up over the festive period. On the 21st, which is the first game, we've got Arsenal away from home, and then on the 28th of December, we play another London side, West Ham at Turf Moor. This is the state of play in the league at the moment. We're 5 points behind Everton going into this pre-Christmas fixture, and really we need the points right now to give ourselves the shot in the arm that we really desperately need to make this title race nip and tuck. Remember, we're in third position at the moment in the table, so this is really important that we get the results and get 3 crucial points. So as I said, Everton leading the way with 34 points, then come Manchester United 3 points further back on 31. Burnley on 29 and Chelsea not far behind on 28. That draw keeps us above Chelsea, incidentally. Watford doing well with 25 and Huddersfield still there. Birmingham, Bournemouth and Leicester are the bottom 3 at the moment, but it's all about the title race. We needed the 3 points against Arsene Wenger's Arsenal. I know they're managed by Umar Emery in real life, but on this game it's still Arsene Wenger, as we now go into the nitty gritty of this first episode of the first game of this particular episode, as we take on Arsenal at the Emirates. Well, here we are at the Emirates Stadium as Burnley look to keep the pace at the top. They dropped a fair behind Manchester United, who have moved up to second place above Burnley in the table, and league leaders Everton, who funnily enough play Arsenal on the 28th. Well, here we are. That's the table as things stand. Manchester City, in fact, we're looking at the moment in 8th place on only 24 points. Burnley, in fact, in 2nd place. But this really is a tough test for Stutzy's boys, as we check the 2 lineups. Both teams shaking hands with each other. But it's a tough test for Burnley today, and they do make the one change, as we see Sanchez at the back of the queue, speaking with the referee, Bobby Madley. Arsene Wenger Holmes is a man under pressure. This is the Arsenal lineup. Leno is in goal. It's back 5 with Juanfran, Mustafi, Koscielny, Manuel and Kozinak. Coquelin and El Neni, the 2 holding midfielders. Salvio, Perez and Sanchez, the men up top, with the likes of Lacazette and Ramsey amongst the substitutes. As for Burnley, one change for them. Tom Heaton in goal. Same back 4, Trippier, Piqué and Robertson. One change in the midfield. Gray, Hughes and Davis, joined by Andre Schürrle because of Welby suspended. And Ings and Balotelli, the same front 2 up front. And a decent looking bench as well, with Rooney, Schürrle and of course with Rooney, Abraham and Dembele. So Bobby Madley gets us away, and Danny Ings kicks off. Burnley in the change shirts of pale blue with the darker shorts. Arsenal in red and white. Balotelli just about finding Hughes. Robertson. Davis gets his shot off and hits the audience behind the goal. Players to watch: Sanchez on one side, 3 goals, but to Balotelli 7. So Balotelli's got the more goal scoring pedigree, although he is playing as 1 or 2 out and out centre forwards. Danny Ings, of course, obviously being the other. Perez. Sanchez. Oh, he did well. Very well. Ben Mee stuck to his task rather well. Great to Hughes. Now Ings. Great. I'm sure he's got to be fouled there. Goal kick's been given. Or corner's been given, in fact. It must have come up a Arsenal player last. Gives Demarai Gray the chance here. PK's header. Kicked away. Almost off the line anyway. Hughes. Not sure whether that ball was intended for. Possibly Gray on the far side. It was nowhere near Gray and it was easily intercepted. This is Salvio for Arsenal. Quarter of an hour gone. Perez. And the shot. Oh, it's wide from Elneny. That's a guilty chance for Arsenal. Pull back. There's the shot. And just whistles past the post. To Arsene Wenger's frustration. Robertson. Schürrle now. To Davis. To Hughes. PK. Oh. Can't afford to give the ball away in that area. Coquelin. Burnley actually haven't travelled well. They need to get it together, certainly as we come towards the pre-Christmas and after Christmas. 4 big games to come over Christmas and New Year. The next one is a biggie. Home to West Ham, then away to Southampton, home to Huddersfield Town. In the new year, this is Juan Fran. Offside, I think, given against the Arsenal captain. Not much in it, but he was just off. PK just come out in time. Robertson. Schürrle did well. That's not as pacey as a Welby is, but he's certainly got a greater bundle of skills. He's trying to spread the ball forward, but Coquelin was a very big obstacle for him. Elneny. Juan Fran. Now Mustafi. Juan Fran again. Like stays down. This is Perez. Oh, it's actually gone up. There'll be much joy, Arsenal, with the linesman. And that was tight. Not much in it. One must confess. And we've had over half an hour and no breakthrough. Trippier to Gray. Back inside to Hughes. Keeper Balotelli couldn't find him. Coquelin wins it for Arsenal. Sanchez. Elneny. Coquelin again. Good football again. This is Schürrle now winning it. Arsenal's passing them up in 95%, but Schürrle's allowed to run on. And if he can pick out Gray, he's got a chance here because Ings is darting into the centre. And Ings was almost there and it's hooked away. Real panic there for Arsenal. Panic stations in their defence. Corner taken by Gray. Oh, Mees header. Schürrle wins it. And there's an Arsenal player on the floor. Salvio may not be able to continue. Looks like a knee injury. Referee Bobby Madley has pulled the game back. It's called for the stretcher. And it means he will not be taking any further part in this match. We come towards the half-time mark here. A little clash there with Ben Mee inside the penalty area. But what a player to bring on in his place. German international Mesut Ozil. Ball cleared by Arsenal. This is Gray to Hughes. Davis, whose season's come on in leaps and bounds and almost league to another level. But Leno, the goalkeeper, made an absolute fantastic save, but full stretch it has to be said, because that was going in. Last minute of the first half. Hughes. Well, to 300 minutes, and in the end, Will Hughes just rushed the shot. Ben Mee with the header down. And Hughes got right underneath that one. Well, on our first half that will live in the memory. It's been drama. And Arsenal holding Burnley firm here at half time. They've had fleeting opportunities both sides, there's no doubt about that. But at the moment we have no goals. And that's the situation at the Emirates. Arsenal 0, Burnley 0. Welcome back to the Emirates for the start of the second half. No changes from either side. And Burnley now with a record attacking the goal to our right. Arsenal getting this underway and winning the throw straight away. Elneny carried it forward very well. Burnley back in defence. Elneny! Oh, he's hit the angle. He's hit the frame of the bar. Well, he's hit the frame of the goal. Hit the crossbar. So Burnley have had their crossbar hit, and Demarai Gray couldn't get the ball fed to him by Hughes, who dawdled on it for far too long. Sanchez has absolutely done Robertson here for pace. The ball back across, and there's a chance here at the far post, and Ozil couldn't turn it in, and Tom Heaton to the rescue, but then he's giving it away to Elneny. Burnley at 6s and 7s at the start of the second half, but now they're rescued. Ings away. Can't free Balotelli. He might do here. Schürrle can't get it through. Ozil. Arsenal is the cry around this big, vast Emirates ground. Perez is through in the Henry shirt. Oh, and Sanchez blazes over from 6 yards. Well, you would have thought then he would have scored. Burnley deciding to go for it at the top. It's going to be Moussa Dembele who's going to come on. Well, now a god, fresh legs from the bench. I think Stutz is wise to do that. Me. To Hughes, to Gray, back to Hughes. Still will use it, it's opened up for him here. Big chance here, Hughes! Oh, he's hit it straight at the goalkeeper. Best chance Burnley have had by far. Still not over yet. Hughes has a second go at it. Charge down, a third goal charge down. Is it going to be fated that it's going to be one of those games that's not going to end with a goal in it? Trippier did well. And he's found Davis. And now Dembele. Gray is forward. Demarai Gray. Oh, he was clipped then. Had to be a penalty. And the referee hasn't given it. Well, I felt that Gray was obstructed then. And that should have been a cast iron penalty. But Bobby Madley didn't give it. And Arsenal are very lucky, in my opinion, to not have had a penalty against them. Dembele can't get Gray away. He certainly looked tagged to me. That looked a penalty. Davis. Hughes. Good ball. Can Schürrle get there? He can. Big chance here for the German. He's got two in the middle. One of them's back. Yeah, it's Dembele, and again Leno makes the save. Well, it looked odds on that Burnley were going to score on that attack. Well, they hadn't reckoned on the Arsenal goalkeeper. He made a fine top save. Burnley aren't finished yet. It's Mario Balotelli. Yes! Brilliant! 9 minutes left. And Burnley's persistence and pressure has finally paid dividends. Mario Balotelli, the mercurial Italian, has done it. Rasping shot beyond Leno's dive. And Burnley, who could have had a penalty in that passage of play, or possibly scored themselves before then, have scored now. And justice maybe for once is done. It's goal number 8 this season in the league for Balotelli. And what is more, that Burnley are in front. and have been given the ball back. And Balotelli, good tackle. No doubt at all that was a good tackle. Fair tackle as well. Coquelin. That was a bit of a fearsome one there by Dembele with 5 minutes to go. It's going to be a booking at least for the... Oh, he's off. He's gone. It's a red card. Dembele's off. Well, I think that's very strong action from Bobby Madley. Well, it's a free yellow card, no more. For me, I think that's a very harsh decision. But we can't change the course of history. Burnley are down to 10 men. The substitute Dembele is off. Red carded. Koscielny with the Arsenal 3 kick. They haven't had the best of the decisions today, Burnley, but they are winning. And that's the important thing with 3 minutes to go. And Schürrle, the German, using all his experience. He's got 2 in the middle. One is Balotelli. The other one is Demarai Gray, who finds it! And off the crossbar, and almost an own goal by Mustafi. Oh! Well, that would have wrapped it up, well, not in style. Well, Gray could have done, but the own goal could have actually gone there. Trippier just holding off Ozil enough. Davis with an important intervention. In fact, he's won the 3 kick. In fact, the referee is blown. And Burnley with 10 men have won the game. And a goal of pure genius from Mario Balotelli, the Italian genius, has won it. And the Dafa goal after 82 minutes has done it. And Arsenal have been beaten. His 8th goal of the season has won it. Dembele got sent off rather harshly towards the end. Sanchez missed a glorious sitter at 0-0. And Arsenal have been beaten by the 10 men of Burnley. Arsenal 0, Burnley 1. Another important victory there, and look at the gap now. 16 games played, and it's 34 points to Everton. 32 now for Burnley. Chelsea's still sneaking up there as well. Huddersfield into 4th place, but they have played a game more than the rest, than all the other teams. So very important now going into the second fixture against West Ham that we get another 3 points. Keep up the pressure on Everton at the top of the Premier League. Birmingham off the bottom. Bournemouth replaced them at the bottom of the table. Leicester 3rd from bottom, with Newcastle further for 3 points better off. So really important now that we keep pace on the title race. That's the game that we're going to be looking at now, back at Turf Moor against West Ham. Also, let's have a look at the Championship, because obviously we like to keep a brief watch on the Championship, of course. And as you can see, Stoke, Brighton are top 2, with followed by Boris, Reading, Cardiff and Aston Villa right there too. So, but let's get over to the Turf, where Burnley look to make it 2 Christmas wins and a possible 2. It's capital Christmas punishment too, as we look at the League 2 standings. But it's at the top of the league that we're more bothered about, the Premier League, the top flight. We take on West Ham, looking to keep up the pace with Everton at the top of the Premier League. Where we are in situ for Burnley's post-Christmas match as we take on West Ham United. 2 points behind Everton now in the Premier League table, but going very strong indeed. Burnley back the top scorers with 33, then come Chelsea on 30, Everton 29, Watford on 27 and Manchester United in 5th place with 26 goals. But West Ham will be a very good proposition here for Burnley. They will make it difficult for them. And Burnley like make the same team that beat Arsenal by a goal to 0. Eaton goal and the back four the same. Trippier, me, Piqué and Robertson. Gray, Hughes and Davis, and Schürrle, who keeps his place on the left. Ings and Balotelli up front. No place for Moussa Dembele through suspension, so Alex Iwobi takes his place on the bench. All the substitutes are actually unchanged. Let's look at the visitors then. West Ham United with Adrian, the Spanish goalkeeper, in goal. Bernardo, Reed, Burke and Johnny, the defenders. Rice and Aubameyang, the 2 holding midfielders. Umar, Lanzini and Holland, the midfield 3. And Antonio getting a nod up front, ahead of Javier Hernandez, who's amongst the substitutes. Referee today from Merseyside is Mike Dean. And we're just about ready for the start. There he is. And we're ready for the start. Remember, this is the final season of career mode on FIFA 18. Well, FIFA 19 comes out in September 2018. Right, we're ready to go. And off we go. West Ham in the dark shirts, attacking the goal to our left, and Burnley, of course, in claret and blue to the right. West Ham in mid-table, around about 7th or 8th place. In the top half, though, the right half of mid-table, if you can call it that. Burnley 2 points behind Everton in a race for the title. Me. Oh, he's lost out to Antonio. This is Lanzini for West Ham. Should have scored. Burnley guilty of being sloppy. And if Lanzini had been on the ball with his finishing then, and been less sloppy with his finishing, then Burnley's sloppiness would have been punished. As it is, it's 0-0 and it's a goal kick to the Clarets. Eaton goes short. Me to Trippier. Hughes. Gray. Ings is away. Balotelli waits in the centre. And Trippier will, or Ings rather, will try and pick him out. Balotelli was hassled out of it by two big West Ham defenders. Lanzini again. Manny to Davis this time. Schürrle to Ings. Good control, good close control. He's kept his head well. Gray finds himself. Chance on a good save by Adrian. Schürrle keeps it in. Little deflection on the cross. Rice gets it away. Ball kicks kindly for Trippier now. Davis. Perez nicely from Rice. Gets his shot off and just wide. Good football from Burnley. Look at the way he turns from Declan Rice. Gets his shot off and just wide. Really good football there from Burnley. Certainly enjoyable to watch, that is for sure. Kick goes straight to Hughes. Balotelli will get a second go. Can't get it through the defender this time. This is Rice. Yanni. Lanzini. Holland. Mikel Antonio. Away from PK's opposite number. And off the post from very close range indeed. Well, West Ham could have been in front and maybe should have been. They still might. Lanzini deflected in corner. Well, there's the opportunity for Lanzini, but the earlier chance went into the number 19 and hit the post. Corner towards Reed. Goalkeeper fisted it away, not very far. Antonio battling for the ball inside the Burnley penalty area, and Tom Davis has got away with it. How it's 0-0 in this game is quite remarkable. Good run in. Excellent running by Davis. Gray on the right. Gray's picked it out. Ings is there and he's missed. Well, Umar hit the post earlier. This is the chance. Could have scored there. Maybe the angle was just too acute. And in fact, deflected. And a corner to Burnley. Gray with it. Well, PK went down there. Might have been half a shout for potential penalty. Antonio's got away here. Well played. Coolly done. Now Robertson. Great. Trippier shot if he needs to. Oh dear. It's not one Trippier's better balls that. I think he was attempting to cross that and got it all wrong. Well, that's our first match in the next episode. Southampton against Burnley. And the second will be the home match. The home game here against Huddersfield Town. Double local derby that. Lancashire against Yorkshire. Roses match up next home game at Turf Moor. On a cold Saturday tea time evening here at Turf Moor. After 36 minutes, we're still remarkably goalless. Umar, Holland should have shot earlier. Aubameyang might. And a penalty given. Rafael Lanzini by Ben Mee. West Ham have a penalty. This is what happened. Well, for me, that's a harsh decision. Lanzini, for me, dived and has conned Mike Dean, and now has given himself the chance to take it himself. The Burnley fans don't like it. It's a short run up, and he saved it. Well, justice has probably just been done, because it didn't look a penalty from the from the replay. He's conned the referee, Mike Dean, and in the end, he hit it at a good eye for the goalkeeper. Now Ings at the other end. Balotelli in the middle. Balotelli punishes the West Ham. What a dramatic end of the first half we've got here. West Ham, 60 seconds ago, could have been in the lead for a controversial penalty. It was saved by Eaton, and we were saying at that moment justice was done. Well, justice has been done not once but twice. Because on the breakaway, Ings with a beautiful cross from the right, and Mario Balotelli with a bullet header brings up his 9th goal of the season in the league and gives Burnley a lead they so desperately needed. Well, justice has been done there on 2 counts. First of all, the penalty save from Lanzini, who conned the referee to give him the penalty, and a Burnley dished the ultimate revenge. A breakout, and Ings teed up Balotelli, who couldn't miss with a header. Lanzini looking for the equaliser, but Heaton standing firm. It's been a rather dramatic finish now, as Ings now looks to try and go on the break himself, and he's going through. It's 2! Wow, what a first half this has been. What a climax. West Ham could have scored at one end with Lanzini, and then Balotelli returns the compliment from Danny Ings to finish it off. He's got too much pace for the West Ham defence, and for the moment he got 1-1 here on Adrian, there was no doubt he was going to make it 2-0. It could have been 1-1. It's 2-0 now. And he clocks up the number 10 for Burnley, number 10 for the season. Well, West Ham have been punished big time here. Well, the game ebbed and flowed for the first 40 minutes, and then it all kicked off. A penalty controversially awarded for what appeared to be a dive on by Lanzini, but it was saved by Heaton, and then Ings and Balotelli punished West Ham, and Burnley lead West Ham deservedly by 2-0 at the break. So here we are back at Turf Moor for the second half. No changes from either side, but there's a 2-0 lead that Burnley have got themselves on their only attack towards the Jimmy McIlroy end in the second half. This is Demarai Gray. There's the crossing towards Ings. Tucked away once more. Well, the way things are with the scoreline, they keep up the pace with Everton at the top of the league. Giving away rather cheaply though. Ben Mee is on a yellow card, which was controversially given against him, the penalty and the yellow card. Lanzini did trip over himself and he went looking for that, and in the end he missed the penalty, which was justice in itself, as Davis comes forward looking for a third. Good turn there by Gray. Did well to get the crossing. Schürrle charging in there like a steam train, or almost like a rhino. 10 minutes of the second half, and it's still 2-0 to Burnley. It's Umar who hit the post. Comes forward again. Tees it up to the bar post. And Lanzini tried to go in there. But again, the goalkeeper off. And then he threw it straight to Antonio. Headed it straight back. And luckily for Burnley, Heaton was able to recover. Pull ball though by Robertson. And look at this again. Umar's found space towards the back stick. Davis is there for Burnley. Ings to Schürrle. Back to Balotelli. And he'll hit it! Oh, good save, Adrian. Nothing wrong with that strike. Well, Holland is off. And on comes Ayew. West Ham looking to get back into the game. It's Gray's corner. PK 3. PK again. Balotelli! Deflected! 3-0! That will settle it for absolutely sure. 65.5 minutes gone. West Ham made an absolute dog's dinner of clearing it. It gets a deflection here off the defender, Reed. But there's no doubt Balotelli will claim it. It even comes off Adrian's arm and hip and into the net. And Burnley have a third. Balotelli cocks up goal number 10 himself this season. And Burnley have breathing space between themselves and West Ham. 3-0. And that should sink the Hammers now once and for all. Bernardo, well beaten West Ham. Lanzini, well, one does have a little sympathy for him because he did cheat to win the penalty. There's no doubt Ben Mee didn't touch him. But justice has been served. Burst by the penalty miss and then 3 unanswered Burnley goals. And the possibility of being a 4th one. But Balotelli wasn't on Ings' wavelength. It's going to be Tom Heaton's. As we come up towards the final quarter of an hour. And they're won by Balotelli. But Hughes beaten to it. Davis finding Schürrle. Oh, he's doing well. As soon as I say that, he loses the ball. Yanni. Moves there. Aubameyang. Burke. Lanzini. This is Andre Ayew. Plays the 1-2 with Aubameyang. Hughes tackles well. Stops the ball from going out. Good intelligent play that by the former Derby man. Trippier. He's stealing through. 5 minutes of the match left. Burnley 3, West Ham 0. This is Robertson. Still Andy Robertson. He could go all the way here. Robertson has been virtually on track and has scored. Andrew Robertson, the left back, spotted a gap. The West Ham defence parted down the middle and he just took full advantage and absolutely smashed it low past Adrian, into the net. Oh no, to be fair, he rather scuffed it. It didn't matter. It was good enough. West Ham a well beaten side. First goal of the season for Scott. And also his first goal, if you want to carry on with the statistics, for Burnley. As we now go into stoppage time at the end of the game, which there'll be just the 2 minutes. Hughes. Balotelli. Schürrle does well. And the referee brings the game to a close. Well, the game hinged on that penalty given for West Ham under false pretences. But when that was saved, justice was done. Balotelli got the first, Ings got the second, Balotelli scored again, and then at the end, Andy Robertson making it 4-0, and West Ham are well beaten side. Burnley on song now, and they're on course to get back into the title race. Burnley 4, West Ham 0. Well, that's a good, solid 4-0 victory over West Ham, taking no prisoners, and as a result, Everton missing out the chance. And in fact, we go a point clear now after 17 games. So at Christmas time, we are the table toppers, and absolutely superb now as we come up towards halfway mark. We're in front, we're a point ahead, so that 8-point gap that we had a few episodes ago has now been wiped out. Leicester, Birmingham and Bournemouth, the bottom three. That's it for episode 146. Join us for 147, where we go into the new year with a New Year's Eve game against Southampton, and then one on New Year's in the new year against Huddersfield. Till then, take care, and we'll see you for 147 very soon. Bye.